Friends, welcome back in the Golden Tea Lounge. Kevin Lindsay here. Happy Thursday. We are one step closer to the weekend, so it's time we take a look at this week's Throwback Thursday Daily Contest. It is Alpine Run. Now, this is a fun course, snow-filled. I already know that I'm going to play terribly on it, but I do it for all the people. That's why I try to get in here. Let's see if we can start with a hole out. Oh, that'd be great. $900 contest today for Throwback Thursday. A lot of stuff going on. This course is fun because, well, let's just say we need more. What in the hell was that? We need more courses with snow. And thankfully, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a teaser. And 2022, that is coming next spring, does in fact have a snow-filled course. So your wintertime prayers have been answered. And Jim Zielinski is breaking back out the snow. I'm sure you guys are happy about it until you play it, and then you're wondering what the hell. Apparently we're just going to pin seek today and potentially ultra shot something. That'd be great. Hole 4 of Alpine. This is an interesting one because you've got this massive green. Now the pin placement today sucks. But not only do you have this massive green, but you also have a massive drop-off with some water at the bottom. I am going to just play it safe. I'm going to hit a high T10.5. I'm going to have a long putt, but this green is pretty flat. I'm going to miss the putt, because why not? That's all right. Hole 5. This par 5 is an interesting one. Before tees were a thing, a lot of times you would try to land here. But realistically, I don't know of a good reason to not just blow past everything. Now you got to be careful of the trees, of course. But as long as you get over enough, yeah, you'll be okay. Was really hoping for some fringe love there. That's all right. Now, this was from back in the day where, you know, pars were pretty low. I don't know if there's a real reason to go over here, but I've never done it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if it's unplayable. But why the hell not? Is this hole actually drivable in a weird way? That would be actually pretty amazing if somebody aced a par 4 that was previously unreachable. I've never... Now, granted, I don't go out of my way to play Alpine Run much, but I don't remember that shot ever being there. Hole 7. This one's a tough one. So, not only do you have to get around this big-ass rock, but then you have to land it on the green and this fairway. I'm never going to show the damn fairway. Can kick your ball around a little bit. So, we are going to just play it safe and do a high 3-wood. Get it around there. Actually, might be the best shot I've ever hit on this hole. Ever. Nobody asked me to do it again because it won't happen. Tomorrow, our next Freaky Friday is Fire and Ice. So our favorite holes that have lava and snow and ice on them alternating. So you will see some of these holes again. But that's some good practice for you. Hole in one? Cool, thanks. Don't know why. Should have saw that coming. I don't know why I expected to get any hole out love. That's all right. The hole 9, this is a pretty hard par 4, or excuse me, par 5. You don't have a lot of good options. What we used to do back in the day was to try to land on one of these thicker spots because it plays, I believe it plays as first cut. Now, I overhit that. Damn it. Now, the problem is, now I'm on heavy rough, and I've got this big old tree in front of me that I don't know if I can navigate. Alright, well, oh, that was terrible luck. I mean, honestly, for what this course normally does to me, this isn't that bad. Taking a, I was going to say taking a birdie, but I can't chip to save my life either, so we've got that going on. Don't need to see my 9-hole leaderboard because it's terrible. This one, I just like to hit it as far as you can. I'm sure there's a secret Jimsy ramp there if you hit it the right way. Never done it. If anybody ever hits a hole-in-one in this hole, I'll send them a $500 gift card. Why not? Alright, hole 11, par 4. This is a fun one. And by fun, I mean sometimes it's fun. Sometimes I hate it. Although most of the time I hate it. This one not too bad because nope, never mind. I actually caught part of the green. It could have been a lot worse. Not normally a 9-iron chip kind of guy. Just felt good about that for some reason. Now, hole 12, this par 5 is interesting. You have a couple different options here. Most of the time, I usually go to this bigger area, and then you have a massive tee shot, or excuse me, a second shot after that. Because of the way this wind, and you can also lay up here, although I don't know why you would, because you're still cutting around trees, unless that was a secret tee box that never got used. So I'm actually going to do this, and I'm going to do a big... Well, I tried to do a C3. I'm not exactly sure what the hell happened. Well, we're on the first cut, so that's good at least. But unless this hit is a magical shot through the sand, well, maybe. Alright, it's actually... Again, I'm playing much better. I didn't like that. Ooh, what? That's weird. But I'll take it. By all means, please. Should not have gone in. I'll just tell you that right now. 13's a pretty straightforward par 4. You just have to realize that that green is elevated a lot higher. Now, if you're somebody like me who has super spin on his clubs, you also have to be careful of that. We're just going to put it right in. Oh. That's why I didn't use any spin, because I know how I am. I could club up once or twice, and I still would end up hitting that too soft. Now, 14, this par 4, with a pin spot like this, hole 14, this par 3, can get really tricky. Here, it's actually not bad because the wind is literally blowing right at the pin for us. So all you got to do is just play that green slope well enough. And a pretty easy birdie putt. Hole 15, another par 4. You got to be careful because if you just like to get hot-handed and you're like, all right, let me just high tee a driver, wham, and then you either go too far out into the snow or you catch all those trees. So I'm actually going to high tee a 3-wood, and I'm going to do a full here. Surprised I didn't hit a bird there. Pull it back all the way to C, hit it straight. That way you're not swinging out. It's a mistake I've made far too many times. And then we're just going to take our little 3-bird. Now, the other problem, which I didn't think about before I hit this, is that right 8 green slope and that wind. Whoo! Barely stuck on there. If I would have fallen off, it would have been terrible because I would have stuck in the snow and I would have probably lost a stroke having to get out from that. Hole 16, which I can thankfully say is not in tomorrow's contest. This is probably one of my worst par 5s. Because you got to fight the wind to actually land on the fairway, which, again, not something I do very often. The problem is, even if you get on that fairway, there's no real easy way to get to this green. So it's kind of a crapshoot of hoping your driver kicks up enough, and it's going to send me back to the sand because why not? Let's see, can we... Look at that. Oh, I might become a 9-iron chipper. Shit. And then hole 17. This is a nice par 3. The pin and wind placement, you can't really go wrong with it. I'm going to use bite here, which may or may not bite me in the ass. Whew. Now I'm going to replay this, not because I think it's an amazing shot that deserves it, but also because I want you guys to see this hill. If you catch that hill, although it's not a rock, that is why having backspin is probably the better option, because if you accidentally catch that hill, backspin may have a slim chance of stopping before it falls off that green, and then you get a drop. And then good old 18. You can't forget about this hole. One of the better 18th hole drivable par 4s, especially when in tournament play, because you could have a great game, manage to fight some of the battles that Alpine can give you, but you come to 18, and that's all kind of thrown out here. Do I go for the pin? Do I try to test my skills as a track baller to cut it well enough? Do I say screw it and use that 17-mile-an-hour wind to my advantage and just hit it to that back area of the green? Still going to have a tough eagle putt, but because I don't care what happens, we're going to just try to cut it. Ooh, now stop. All right. I'm not going to play this course again for a very long time because 22 sounds much better than what I normally shoot. Outside of that hole 9, taking a par. Birdie's okay there. I just missed a stupid chip, but that's fine. GoldenTee.com/locations to find a 2021 arcade game near you. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for Freaky Friday.